Ichiva, good evening, and welcome to Tom and Ben News United Kingdom. Spain is sending troops to bolster security in its North African enclave of Ceuta after thousands of migrants swam from Morocco into the territory on Thursday.
Local officials had appealed to Madrid for help after a recent rise in attempted crossings, but there were chaotic scenes on Thursday as border controls apparently broke down.
Spain's Supreme Court ruled this month that migrants stopped at sea while trying to reach Ceuta and the other Spanish enclave Melilla cannot be summarily returned to Morocco.
At least 15 people have drowned while trying to reach the territory, with Spain's Interior Ministry accusing human trafficking networks of exploitation in order to encourage the flow of undocumented migrants. The former Chief Constable of Staffordshire Police, Chris Noble, has been found to have committed gross misconduct and has been disbarred from the force.
Noble was suspended in August amid inquiries by the Independent Office for Police Conduct, who said it was continuing to investigate other allegations relating to the 52-year-old, both in and outside his policing duties.
A panel said Mr. Noble would have been dismissed if he had not resigned on the eve of a disciplinary hearing which concluded on Thursday in his absence. None of the allegations which involved his time at Humberside Police as well as in Staffordshire could be reported because of restrictions set by the misconduct panel.
Prime Minister Andy Burnham will give all mayors of city regions in England a share of income tax revenue for the first time as part of his drive to transfer power from Westminster to local leaders.
He will also allow mayors of English strategic authorities to keep some cash from business rates collected in their areas and gain greater control over services such as housing, transport and skills.
Critics say the plans lack detail and could lead to areas with weaker economies losing out on funding, though the government has not yet decided the exact portion of taxes mayors will be given, with more details to be announced when Chancellor John Healey delivers his first budget in the autumn.
A Surrey high street swallowed by a sinkhole is due to reopen almost 18 months later following anger from some residents and businesses.
Goston High Street was closed in February 2025 after a nearly 20-metre sinkhole opened in the middle of the road, forcing homes to be evacuated.
Surrey County Council's David White said he had sympathy for those affected, adding that the repairs cost an estimated £3.5 million, but the owner of the Hare and Hounds pub, Mark Cullinan, said he was in disbelief at the lack of help or communication from the authorities.
FIFA says that nobody is selling football as it vowed to continue with the controversial plan to sell stakes in its competitions to private investors.
The body that governs European football, UEFA, voted on Thursday to boycott World Cups if the plans proceeded, with North and Central American body CONCACAF saying its 41 member associations also rejected the proposal made by FIFA President Gianni Infantino.
In a statement released on Friday, FIFA claims the consultation process had been disrupted by incorrect media reports and will proceed with this consultation process to ensure that each member association has the ability to express its vote based on facts.
There are renewed calls for an elected mayor for Lancashire to be brought forward following a government announcement that the leaders will get a share of income tax.
The government is calling it the biggest transfer of power, funding and responsibility from Westminster in a generation, but some in the county fear Lancashire will be missing out. It says from next spring, mayors will begin retaining a greater share of locally generated revenues, starting with business rates.
Lancashire is not due to hold elections for a mayor until 2028 and will soon be the only place in the north of England not to have one.
A councillor has said drivers have been left shocked and upset after receiving £100 fines for using a pub car park to access parcel lockers.
People were handed the fines after parking outside the church inn in Lancashire, north of Cardiff, for what they said was 2 or 3 minutes to use the lockers.
The New Generation Parking Management, which is an external company that runs the car park, said parking charges were not issued unfairly or without reason. It also says that drivers were given a 10-minute grace period.
Residents of a village on the outskirts of Cardiff were evacuated after flooding caused by a quarry incident. Roads have been shut in Gwaelod with reports of water up to 5 feet deep in some homes on Thursday afternoon.
Emergency services were called to the scene and people were advised to avoid the area. The Breeden Group confirmed there had been an incident in its quarry.
Residents say they heard a loud blast from the direction of Taftswell at about 12:30 p.m. and then huge amounts of water started rushing down the hillside. Dur Cymru confirmed the incident was not related to its pipe network.
Firefighters are tackling yet another blaze in Scotland, but this time it is at a farm building near Selkirk in the Scottish borders.
The fire service were called to the scene at Sunnycrot Farm in Linden at about 6 p.m, with nearby residents being advised to keep windows and doors closed as a precautionary measure due to smoke in the area.
The Scottish Fire and Rescue Service said crews remained in attendance working to make the area safe. And Ben, it's pronounced Lindeen.
Okay, I apologise. Anyways, to our final story, and a 50-year-old man has appeared in court following a major police operation at a property in Angus that closed a road for more than 10 hours.
Police attended a property in the village of Kenginny, just north of Dundee, in connection with an ongoing inquiry at 11:50 a.m. on Wednesday.
The man, named as Stuart Carson, is accused of culpable and reckless conduct and a breach of bail conditions. 11 police vehicles, along with 2 fire appliances and an ambulance, attended the incident. Let's have a look at tomorrow's weather forecast, and there's even more rain on the way.
That's the bulletin for Monday the 3rd of August. Thanks so much for watching. Have a nice day and please hit the subscribe and bell buttons.
You can also hit the like and share buttons, comment down below, and like and follow our Blue Sky and Facebook pages, listed on screen and linked down below.
And we will see you on Tuesday the 18th.